morning, gorgeous. How are you ladies doing this morning? I hope you're all doing splendid. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Dr. Michelle Daff, and I have a very special video for you today. This is a video where we're going to talk about things that you as a feminine woman do not need to apologize for. So I'm calling it Unapologetically Feminine. You as a woman have things that you experience on your daily life during different seasons in your life, or just in situations where you may feel like you need to say you're sorry, or you need to not feel a certain way, or you need to apologize to people for things that are completely out of your control. So I want to empower you today to live in your femininity, live in your womanhood, and embrace everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly, to be unapologetically feminine. So we're going to talk today about 15 things that you do not need to apologize for as a feminine woman. I want you to go ahead and sit back, relax, get something to drink, get your favorite pen to write with, and let's talk about this. I first want to say thank you to every single one of you ladies that supports my content. Your comments are so beautiful and they are so uplifting to me. I just want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for giving so much input and sharing your testimonies, your trials, your successes in the comments, and uplifting other women in the comments. That is so beautiful to see, and I am so grateful for every single one of you. So if you're here and you're here listening, I just want to say thank you. Is sponsored by JS Health Vitamins, a science-focused beauty and wellness brand. JS Vitamins provides targeted supplement formulas, a marine collagen collection, plant-based protein powders, and natural vitamin-infused skincare and hair care. The JS Health team of experts are committed to developing and providing science-focused ingredients, knowledge, and research. Their unique formulas are designed to support your well-being and your confidence. But wait, have you heard of the gut-skin connection? When the gut is out of balance, it can reflect in your skin. JS Health Vitamins and Skin Digestion Vitamins includes evidence-based ingredients to support clear skin and reduces symptoms of non-cystic acne. It contains vitamin B2 and vitamin C, which promotes skin health. It also contains selected ingredients such as zinc, burdock, turmeric, and many more that helps to reduce pimples and relieve signs of acne, relieves symptoms of mild eczema and dermatitis, and relieves digestive discomfort. At the same time, it relieves digestive discomfort based on traditional use and supports gastrointestinal health for a comprehensive approach. All the JS Health formulas are created with quality ingredients at a specific therapeutic dosage for real results. The formulas are also crafted using non-GMO ingredients and are vegan. Use my code DAF15 and you will receive an exclusive 15% off of their best-selling skin and digestive formula. Visit their website at www.jshealthvitamins.com for one of the best promotional offers that you can get. It's time to get it before it's sold out. Thank you so much, JS Health Vitamins, for sponsoring this video. A little bit about femininity. Your femininity, your womanhood, is a gift from God. No one can take that away from you. Your womanhood is not a costume. It's not something that someone can fabricate and become. You were born a woman as a gift from God. Femininity is yours. It belongs to you if you decide that you want to lean into it. So I want to empower you and encourage you to know that this is something that belongs to you, my love. As a woman, you are unique, you are special, and you are integral for the survival of mankind. Your presence here on this earth is needed, and there are so many beautiful gifts wrapped up in you that hopefully throughout your life you will slowly begin to unravel and discover. So starting with this, I never want you to feel like you have to apologize for being a woman, that you have to apologize for experiencing womanly things or feeling emotions or things that women naturally experience. There are many people who are envious that you are a woman, and that's because being a woman is so beautiful. We have so many ways that we behave, things that we wear, things that we do that is unique to us from God. And many times, people can genuinely be envious of your femininity, envious that you are a woman, envious of your womanhood and the things, the friendships, the love, the sweetness that comes with being a woman can be very much envied by other people. So I want you to be comfortable in your skin and not feel like because someone else does not want you to experience your femininity or is trying to take your femininity and make it their own. I want you to be comfortable and stand tall in your shoes to know that it is something that truly is yours and is nothing to apologize for. Sometimes you hear women saying things like, I'm not a girly girl. And the reason why I mention this is because there are some women that I've heard in the past who say things to take away from their womanhood or take away from their femininity or try to shrink in the presence of men who either don't want them to express their femininity or men who are trying to copy or be like them in their femininity. And they'll say things like, well, I'm not a girly girl. Or I don't wear pink and like girly stuff like that. Like they really don't want to be connected with their femininity. I'm not saying you have to wear pink, but what I'm trying to say is that you don't ever hear a man saying things like, well, I don't want to look too manly. I'm not a manly man. Like they're not going to say that. They're not going to just block off their manlyhood as something that they don't want. Right? And so as a woman, sometimes we feel like we have to do that. And it's something that society has sort of tried to make us feel like maybe we're less than in some ways if we truly love being a woman and truly embrace being a woman. And for those of you who were raised in households where you had a mother who did not like being a woman in the sense that maybe she felt like being a man was better, or just truly did not embrace her femininity, like she did not dress like a woman, she did not have that womanly love and tenderness, right? That nurturing aspect of her wasn't seen, and she did not dress you like a little girl and have you do little girl things or just congratulate you, celebrate you as a little girl, right? You may feel some of these things and you may have to really learn how to enjoy your womanhood and not feel bad about it. I have an example of something, but I think I'm going to save it for my podcast. You can check it out there because this video is probably going to be long, given that I have 15 things. Let's start with the first thing. Feminine women do not apologize for saying no as a complete sentence. When you're living in your femininity and you're accepting the fact that you have boundaries and those boundaries are no one else's decisions but your own, you know that no is a complete sentence. What I mean by that is that there are times when you as a woman may feel like you have to explain yourself every time you say no. You have to give an excuse or a reason, and you have to massage the no for the person to feel better about your no. And when you're really living in your femininity, you are very protective of yourself. You're protective of your life, your emotions, your body. And when you say no, that's all you need to say. And you don't have to add on to it. If you want to, because the situation calls for it, sure. But you can also just say no. And that can just be that. You don't have to apologize for no being a complete sentence. Responding to text messages and calls right away. We live in this society where everything is fast, 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 fast. And this was not how we as humans were originally created to live. We were not created to be juggling all of these things at the same time, knowing what everyone is doing around the entire world, keeping up with literally everyone's life at the same time while managing our lives and our children's lives. This is not the way we were created. We're just now learning how to adapt to that, right? A feminine woman knows that she is going to concentrate on whatever it is that she is doing at the moment, and she can get back to people without having to apologize for it. Now, what I mean by that is if someone sends you a text message and you're in the middle of driving and you know that you would like to respond to this person, but you're just so busy and you don't get to them until the next day, a simple sorry for the late response, answering their message, or just answering their message when you can, and not feeling so bad about waiting a whole day to respond to a text message. There's no way that you can really be fully, successful in everything you're doing, especially if you're young. If you're a little older, you probably do have a lot more free time. But if you're like in college, or if you were in your 30s and you're working and you're dating and you're trying to become a mom and you're trying to build a business and all these things, you are not going to be able to respond to all of your friends, or the person who's just bored and wants to just check up on you, or whatever, all the organizations you're a part of. You just don't have the bandwidth. And if you stress yourself to respond to every single thing and have all of these multiple conversations all the time, you will be drained and won't have the energy you need to get your life from point A to point B. You need to have some mental relaxation where you're not always trying to please every single person. The only way you can relax is by telling yourself that you don't have to apologize for this behavior. This is a world where people think that because you have a cell phone, they can reach you at any moment and get a response immediately, and that's just not the case. So being unapologetic and responding when you can is really the most feminine way of protecting yourself while still being respectful and getting back to them when it's appropriate for you and your life. Feminine women are very comfortable and unapologetic about receiving from other people. Now, I will probably do a video in the future about this, because the truth is, women who are really feminine, who truly lean into their femininity, do tend to get some, hate, I guess you could say, or sometimes some jealousy from people watching when they see someone treating you a little bit better, or they see people bending backwards to help you because you're feminine. And everyone loves a feminine woman. Like, men love feminine women, other women who are feminine love feminine women. And because of that, yeah, you do get preferential treatment. People will pull out a chair, bring you a plate, ask what you need, put you ahead of someone else in line. These are normal things for feminine women. And one thing that's also very normal is just receiving anything, receiving compliments, receiving upgrades, receiving preferential treatment. It's all part of being a feminine woman. And people oftentimes will see it happening and maybe a little jealous or hate on you or say nasty things. But when you're a feminine woman, you are unapologetic about receiving, and receiving is part of your nature. You know that. And if you don't know that, then please watch my videos on receiving so you can truly embrace how God designed you as a receiver. And you will not feel bad or guilty about a person giving you something. Instead, you will embrace it. You will be grateful. You will show them your love and gratitude for that. But you won't feel like you don't deserve it, or that people should not be giving you special treatment, because you will know who you are. And not in an arrogant, haughty way, but knowing that you were created to receive. So receiving is part of your gift, because once you receive, you give them something back. You give them a smile, some kindness, some love, and they're also treated in that situation with you. They get something out of it too. The very difficult thing for women who have struggled with receiving is because they think that they're taking something away from someone. If a man gives you a special gift, or if a neighbor bakes you cookies and you just feel so uncomfortable, you're so nervous the whole time, you just can't even take it because you're just overwhelmed. A lot of times it's because you think that you're taking something away from a person, or you did not get a chance to earn it. And some of us are so rooted in this because of how we were raised by very, controlling parents or selfish parents, or situations where we just weren't shown our worth in that way. We feel like we have to earn things. And unless we earned it, unless we had sex with him, unless we gave him money, unless we did something for the person first, then we don't deserve to receive something. We don't feel like we can take it without giving them something that they want back. So this is such a big topic. It would take me an entire series to probably really get this into your heart, how important it is for you to receive. But as a feminine woman, you are comfortable and a gracious, beautiful, unapologetic receiver. Another thing that feminine women do not apologize for is taking breaks. As a woman, you need breaks. Period. You need breaks to be able to rejuvenate. You need breaks to be able to think. You need to relax. You cannot overwork your body. You cannot overwork your mind. In order for you to truly be a feminine woman and live and rest in your femininity, my love, you need breaks, and you need to be unapologetic about asking for breaks and taking breaks. If you're in a situation where something is going too long, and you need some water, you need to go to the ladies' room, you need something to eat, whatever, you're able to say, I need a break. If you have been slaving all day, doing something that is rigorous work, you need to ask for a break. If you are doing something like even childcare, and you're a tired mom, you work really hard, you love your babies, you love your family, but you need a break, you need to ask for it. You need to ask your husband, ask your mom, ask your best friend, do you think that you can help me with the kids tonight? Or I need a break. I need to go with myself for the weekend and just spend the night at a hotel. I just need a break, and not feel bad about needing that. Everyone needs a break. And as a woman, your womanhood really thrives on that. That's how you become rejuvenated to be able to be what your family, what your husband, and what you need for yourself. So ask for breaks, take the breaks, and be unapologetic about enjoying the breaks. And leading right into the next point, feminine women are unapologetic about leisure. Now, for some people, this may really trigger them. And I know growing up in my family with lots of masculine women, when they would see feminine women taking leisure time, like wanting to go to the spa or taking a vacation here and there, or just relaxing, making time to relax without having to justify their relaxing, right? It really annoys me when I'm talking to someone, another woman, and I tell them something and they start making a bunch of excuses for why they're doing something. Like, they can't just be honest. For example, if they say, oh, well, I'm going to the spa tomorrow, but I really don't want to go. It's just because, I got this gift card and I have to use it because it's going to expire. And they start making all of these excuses instead of just saying, yeah, I'm going to go to the spa tomorrow. Relax. It's going to be nice. It's going to be wonderful. I'm going to enjoy it. I need a little refresh, right? I find this so much in my family. The women are always making excuses for being in their femininity. Like, they have to justify it. That they can't just say, I'm going shopping. They have to say, oh, I'm going to the store because I have to return something, and oh, I don't want to be here. Oh, it's only going to be 10 minutes. And they make it like it's some like horrible thing and come back with like 1,000 shopping bags, and then like want to hide it or just make it seem like they weren't shopping. There's nothing wrong with shopping. Shopping is fun. Shopping is great. As a woman, we shop. It's part of being a woman. Shopping is part of womanhood. We all need like lots of different things as a woman. And there's nothing wrong with it. You don't have to lie or pretend like it's not fun. Pretend you don't enjoy it, right? And things that are of leisure are a privilege. They are a gift. It's not something that you may always be able to experience, For some people, they live a life of leisure and they're blessed, or maybe not blessed, depending on how you look at it, but they decided that leisure was their priority. So maybe you'll see it more on their Instagram, or they'll talk about it more. Maybe you don't have those luxuries. But when you do have a chance to experience those luxuries, you experience it without justifying it, without having to, complain, a fake complaint, right? I can't, it's hard to explain it, but for those of you who know, you know what I'm talking about. You've seen it. Because sometimes I think people don't want to express their joy in their leisure because they're afraid of being judged. And they feel like if they say, I'm gonna go get my nails done, that their sister or their friend, fake friend, or their daughters are gonna think that they're some girly girl, or that they're someone who's just always enjoying life, and say something negative, and they're just trying to avoid it, so they just say something. But what happens is that, like, you are literally lying, for one, and then you're also lying to yourself. Like, you're not even able to really experience the whole thing because you're not being truthful, you're not being authentic in that circumstance. So just say it, or don't say it. Just do it and enjoy it. Don't complain about it. Don't pretend like it's a chore. Just enjoy it. This is so important for your femininity. And this is one of the things that I feel a lot of masculine women who really aren't comfortable in their femininity tend to do. Be unapologetic about it. Enjoy your leisure, your spa days, your tea time, your date nights, your girls' trips. Enjoy your fancy restaurants, your movies alone in your room. Whatever you do that's for you, that's not strenuous, that's not work, enjoy it. Enjoy it and be unapologetic about it. Another thing that feminine women are unapologetic about is enhancing your experiences. This is something that's very feminine, and again, falls back in that category of people judging you. But if you are a person who loves beauty and who loves life, I know I'm one of those people. I was made this way by God. It is not something that I fabricated. God created me like this. And because of that, I have lived a life where I've gotten lots of questions, or just lots of like people not understanding, but then like wanting to cultivate it and asking me, how do you do this? Or how can I do this? And that's what kind of let me know how much a lot of these things I share here need to be said explicitly, because sometimes people just don't know what they're missing, or they don't know how to create it for themselves. So if you have an office, instead of the office just being plain and boring and dry like everyone else's office, make your office beautiful. Add flowers, add some wallpaper, put some, I don't know, candles, or I guess you can't put candles in the office, but put some of like the plugins, the wall plugins, or some potpourri. Make it smell nice. Have there be like a little glass jar with some mint or some chocolate in it for people who come. Make it beautiful. Put a beautiful lamp in there. Make your experiences better for yourself and for other people. When I worked as a psychologist, my office was so beautiful and opulent and relaxing that people just loved coming in there and unwinding. And as soon as they walked into my office, immediately there was a shift in their energy. Like if they were crying, they stopped, because walking in, it just felt peaceful. And there were other people who had little waterfalls in their office that I liked walking into because the sound of water was just so relaxing, and other little like quotes and things on their wall to just be uplifting. Those things make a difference in your day and other people's day. It could be something like your devotion time. When I spend time with God, I don't like to just read my Bible. I like to set the tone. I like to enhance my experiences. So I'll light a candle, I'll play some music, I'll drink my coffee. I will just enhance my experience. If I'm taking a bath, instead of just turning on the lights, I light candles. I let the bathroom always be lit by only candlelight. And then I'll play some music sometimes, or sometimes I won't. This summer, I've been spraying my fragrance. I have my fragrance line, Fine Forever. And one of my fragrances, it smells like beautiful, feminine, like oceany, has like an oceany scent to it. And I'm talking about Silent Storm. For those of you who own Silent Storm, it has something that kind of just comes up with the heat, I feel. And so I spray a few sprays of it into my shower before walking in, and it just it smells so beautiful. And with the water pouring on me, I just feel like I am in this like exquisite 5-star resort in the middle of the Maldives. Like, it's just so beautiful, and I enjoy that experience. So it doesn't have to be anything major, but enhancing your experiences however you can is something that to be unapologetic about. If someone walks in and they're like, why do you got candles all in here? Like, what's going on? You're just taking a shower. Like, why are you doing all this? They don't understand. They can't understand. And that's okay. They don't have to understand. It's for you. And you don't have to answer it. And you definitely don't have to apologize for it. You don't. It's part of your femininity to be able to take things slow, to enjoy the simpler, smaller things in life, and enhance your experiences.